intend to study abroad, I want to draw your attention to the fact that we have a lot of videos on this YouTube channel to help you, from scholarships in Europe, from study for free in USA, for funding opportunities in USA, for grad school free application, for scholarships in Asia. Alright, so if you are an international student and you intend to study abroad for free, you don't have money, then you should subscribe to this YouTube channel and make sure you watch every video that we post on here, because only on this YouTube channel you are going to get the right. So guys, in one video I said that it is possible for you to migrate in Norway in 2022 or 2023, because 2022 is already finished, in 2023. But which are the pathways you are going to use to migrate? I am on the opinion that, or let me say, my stand remains the educational pathway. All right, now for those of you who have been asking me about study visas and Schengen visas and other visa types, or some even ask me about family reunification, it is possible to get family reunification or family reunion visa in Norway. It is also possible to get a student visa in Norway. But the other visa types you guys are asking, like Schengen visa, I think it may be pretty difficult to get a Schengen visa, but I'm not sure. All right, there is nothing which is difficult. Anyways, if you put in the requirements, you are going to get it. Now this video is basically for those who have been asking me questions like, what about the tuition fee option, what about the immigration with family and all the rest. I'm going to answer all of this because I received like 6 questions. All right, anything I'm going to say in this video is what I received from the emails. I will just blend them together. The first one being the issue of how you can apply in Norway. Guys, remember, I've always said that if you want to study in Norway, Norway is a free tuition country. Though the government have brought up an information or an idea saying that international students should pay tuition fee, but it has not yet been passed. It is still in parliament or still in discussion, and may come into effect in December, because they said they should expect information in December. But well, we are still waiting. It may be that international students should pay big amounts of tuition fee. We all know that Norway is very expensive, and you should expect anything like that. All right, they may decide and say, since it was free, let us bring it down to small proportions so that they can pay. Well, we are still expecting that, but I know that if you are to pay tuition fee in Norway, it is not going to be less than 5,000 euros per semester. All right, that is what I know. Now another thing is, you should decide if you are actually going to study in Norway or not. But now, this is my point. When you make a decision and stand on it, that is where you are going to get results. That was what I told someone yesterday. Now, because we do not know if they are going to implement tuition fee or not, the procedure to apply is simple. You go to Google, you look for the universities. There are a lot of universities in Norway. The University of Bergen, the University of Stavanger, Norwegian University of Science and Technology, University of Southeastern Norway, the University of Tromsø, Norway University, all right? The University of... There are a lot of them, all right, which are offering free tuition fee. Remember, free tuition fee means that you are not going to pay tuition fee, but it doesn't mean that you are going to immigrate without showing that you have a lot of money or enough funds to take care of your accommodation, your feeding, and your transportation, your medical insurance. All right, you need to show money for that, and that is where the blocked account comes in. All right, which is still your money, by the way. Remember, the money is close to like in between 12,000 to 13,000 US dollars. It depends on the city in which you are studying. Oslo is more than other cities. All right, the money is always stipulated on the school website, by the way. When you arrive Norway, they will give you a credit card to use. Then after some period, they will transfer the money to your bank account, but you cannot withdraw all the money. All right, I don't know if it's possible now to withdraw the money at once, but this is the information I want you to know. Another thing I want to mention is that the application is pretty simple. All right, there is a website everybody must do an application to in Norway. It is called Sonak's Web Box. All right, so that you can equally so that you can equally go through the website. All right, I'll put the website in the video description box so you can go through it and know what you are doing. All right, now when you go to that website, it is easy to apply. All you need to do is, first of all, go through the university's website, locate a program. There are English taught bachelor's programs, there are English taught master's programs, there are equally PhD programs. All right, everything is on the website. Right now, as I speak, most of the schools are equally open because this is November. Some started in October, some are going to be opening in November. I think November 15, schools like Norwegian University of Science and Technology will be opening. All right, a lot of other schools will equally be opening. You can check them. I've talked mentioned a lot on this channel. I've talked about Norway University. Those of you looking for bachelor's degree programs in English, check Norway University, all right? Then there is another university, Northeastern Norway. You can check all those schools, then you apply to, all right? It is very pretty simple, not difficult. So that is something you guys should understand. When you are on Sonar Web, what basically needs to happen is you need to just put in the, first of all, you create an account, all right? When you create the account, you put in your details, then they will ask you to choose the program, and you equally choose the university from the website. So that's why you need to first of all know which school you want to apply to before you go to the website, because if you go to the website and start filling in without knowing the university and the program you want to apply to, it is going to be a problem to you. Now, the very first thing you need to do when you go to Sonar Web is you need to first of all create an account on Sonar's Web, all right? Remember, this is a centralized platform in which all the universities, all the programs are in it. When you create the account, you put in your details, all right? When you put in the details, the other things you need to do is to choose your program. Then as soon as you choose your program, remember, this platform does not have a submit button, all right? Someone sent a message to me yesterday, which I didn't even understand. I don't know. If you watch this video, please resend your message again, all right? Now, when you do all the details, you have to upload your documents, all right? There are some documents that you need to upload, which I will list them now to you. Remember, I have said there are equally universities that you can study bachelor's degree programs. There is a video, or let me say 2 videos on this channel. If you check, you are going to see, all right? All the requirements are not the same in all universities. So I will give you the basic requirements, or let me say general requirements you should expect, okay? Now, for example, if you want to apply to Norwegian University of Science and Technology, you just understand that they do not have bachelor's degree programs in English. There are equally some universities that have bachelor's degree programs in English, like Norway University. Now, when you are filling the application form, after you fill, all right, you need to upload your documents. Remember, a document like the transcript, most universities will ask you to tell your university or your former institution to send hard copies to them, all right, because they want to be sure that the information you are giving them or telling them is the true information, all right, or an information which is legit. They will be able to verify. In other cases, some nationalities may be asked to go to certain organizations and tell the organizations to send their transcript, like those applying for bachelors from Cameroon. They will equally be asked to go to the University of Boya and tell, the GCA board, and tell the GCA board to send the transcript to them, all right? Now, the basic documents you need to apply to most universities in Norway include, first, if you are going for bachelor's degree, you need just your YX certificate, all right? If you are a Nigerian, you need your O and advanced level. If you are from Cameroon, all right? But remember, this O and advanced level must be legalized. It is better you do legalization, but if you can't legalize, it is not a problem. Most universities in Norway will not ask you for legalization, all right? So that's something you should put into consideration. Then those of you, if you are coming from a country like Nigeria where English is the medium of instruction, you just need to show your YX certificate with English on it. But most universities, let me tell you, most universities would say it like that, all right? But equally, some will ask you for IELTS score. But those universities that will even say if you have English on your document, just submit the document and forget about the English. Sometimes it is good to have the English certificate, because when you apply with people, all right, that already have the English certificate, they have an upper hand ahead of you, all right? In case you guys have the same 50-50 admission requirements, those people with IELTS score will have the admissions better than you. I'm telling you these things because I was once dropped from a Norwegian university because my IELTS certificate or my IELTS score was lower than some. I think I had 6.5, and they said somebody who had a better IELTS score than me, myself, and I understood the person was coming from Asia, because Asians do perform very well in this certificate, in this exam, all right? So you should have it. First of all, English requirements, which is the IELTS, or if you come from a country where you already have English on your document, that is fine. Then the other document are your educational transcript if you are going for master's degree, all right, and your certificate. Then the other documents you need to submit is your diploma, all right? Some universities will equally ask you for maybe motivation letters, but I want to tell you that the admissions procedure for Norway is strict or direct to the core, all right? It is not complicated in the Sonax Web. So that's something you should know. Some other schools will equally ask you to write a short statement of purpose, all right, on the website. You are not like submitting hard copy. No, they will ask you to type it on the website. I hope you understand. So always check all of these details and make sure you know them. These are the requirements. Now, when you finally apply, expect results around March or April of the next year. So if you're applying now, or maybe from now till January, expect results around March or April. Then some universities will equally ask you to submit a copy of your financial backing. Remember I said you need a financial proof. They want to be sure that you have money, that if they give you admissions, you are coming to study. You are coming to Norway to study. And equally, they want to see the amount should be at least $12,000 to $13,000 in between, all right? So they want to see that amount. And when you print a bank statement to show that you have that amount, all right, when they give you admissions, they will now give you a bank account to transfer the money into that bank account in Norway. That is how the system works, all right, or how the procedure works. Now, the next thing is, when you transfer that money, don't be afraid, all right? Nobody is going to run with your money. I'm sorry to say this. But when you arrive in Norway, like I said, you are going to be given the money, all right? I know they will not give you all, okay? But I don't know if they are actually going to transfer all into your account, or they will be dropping bit by bit, all right? Because I know normally a block's account, they have to drop little by little so that you consume every month, okay? Now, when you get the admissions, you transfer the money. They will send you documents to show to the embassy and of course confirm, and you get your visa. It is possible you can move to Norway in 1 week time, all right? After you finish everything, you submit your documents, you get the money, the bank details, all right, or your bank account details with the money, or your blocked account details with the money. You submit your documents to the embassy, you are good to go. Maximum 2 weeks, your visa is ready. Sometimes you may not even get let me say an interview, all right? People who applied like 2018, 2019 were never interviewed, all right? Some of them were never interviewed. It just depends on where you were applying from. Now, another question is, people were asking me if you can actually work in Norway. Yes, you can work in Norway 20 hours a week, all right? People work and study, okay? I hope you understand. People work and study, and it's possible you can equally be given some time after you finish your study program to look for a job. Now, can you move with a family? It's possible to move with a family to Norway, but you should bear into mind that Norway will permit you move with a family. They just want you to be sure that, or they just want to make sure that you have the money. Now, a lot of people don't move with families because the money is huge, all right? To generate 13,000 US dollars into 2 places is not an easy thing. So some people will decide to move first, then they hustle, they save money, then they bring in their partners now, all right? Some people, especially if you are moving with you and your wife, just you and your spouse alone, all right? Remember, you are going to show proof of funds for 2 people, okay? It is not a joke. You must show for 2 people. If you are moving with kids, you must show for, let's say you have 2 kids, then yourself and your spouse, you guys are 4. You have to show for 4 people. So in that case, to move with 4 people on a proof of funds, it's not going to be easy because you need proof of funds for these people, all right? So sometimes some people will decide to move first before they bring in their families, all right? Now, back to the issue of the tuition fee. Like I said, you should be expecting information from December, all right? Because if it's information is coming in December, of course, your university is going to be to communicate with you, all right? So it is now, it is good you apply now, all right? Rush now. Remember, there is no time for anybody. Time doesn't wait for anybody. When you apply now, when it's maybe December, you don't get any information. January, you don't get. Just know that you are going to study for free, all right? But if they are going to implement any tuition fee, they will inform everybody. And I want to tell you that Norway is a country that is very expensive, all right? It's very expensive. So you should be thinking, if at all, because if they want to put tuition fee, it is going to be very expensive. All right, well, they may decide to subsidize it or to make it very cheap, since they know that it was free before, but let's hope so. All right, it is not a good news coming from Norway. Well, the way things stands right now, it looks like even Germany in future would cancel the tuition fee option, because first, they are like you know already that in Germany you can like have proof of funds and you study. Some schools equally are not free, all right? Some schools are free, but you need to show that you have money as well. But in future, I think that this law may not be put into effect, all right? So you just have to, if you are thinking of moving, you should move now, because there is no time. Very soon places will be crowded. So these are some of the things you should put into consideration, and know that, like I said, places will be crowded very soon, all right? So make the decision fast so that you move as fast as possible, all right? Other places you may consider is maybe Finland, because Finland is opening admissions in January, all right? But remember, Finland is 6,720 euros for your block account, for your bank account, sorry, and Latvia is 7,400 for your bank statement, all right? So you need to do these considerations to know what you are going in for, so that at the end of the day you don't have issues. I hope this will help you, all right? I just said let me drop this there, all right, until we meet again in another one.